So, okay. నా డయాగ్రామ్ వచ్చేటప్పటికి నాది నేను ఫోటోది మీకు కనిపించాలా అమ్మా? ఇమేజ్ అవసరం లేదుగా?
నో సార్.
ఓకేగా? నేను నా ఫేస్ అవసరంలా మీకు. నేనేం కనిపించట్లేదు కదా బాబాయ్?
లేదు సార్, కనిపించట్లేదు.
ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఇది కనిపిస్తే చాలు, సరిపోతుంది రా. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండండి, లేదంటే మళ్ళీ వస్తా. అమ్మా వీడియో కావాలనా వద్దా? ఎందుకంటే ఒక 5 minutes అయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ నేను ఆఫ్ చేస్తానులే, రైట్? ఓకే. సో టుడేస్ సెషన్ ఈస్ ద లేయరింగ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్, రైట్? సో వాట్ ఈస్ meant by layer? The layer, there are more number of layers are available in the computer network for the purpose of transmitting data based upon the connections, right? So there are each and every reference model having number of layers, right? So physical layer. Next, there is no any order, right? First of all, we will discuss about so what is meant by layer and layer or layers architecture. There are two types of architectures are available in the computer networks. So there are 7 layers in OSI reference model, and there is only 5 layers in TCP/IP reference model. These both are the reference models. Why? Because so data, how transmitting the data, what amount of data to be transmitted from sender to receiver, right? How establishing a connection in between the node or station or stations, right? Or computers or workstations, right? So these are the points, okay, analyzing by the designer. Designer means user, right? First user establishing a connection in between the node or nodes, or in between the networks. So we know that information about a topology. We know the information about types of networks. We also know the information about devices, router device, okay, next bridge device, switch device, and hub device, and central point. Okay, these are all devices, okay, we are using in the network, okay, in different aspects or in different a transmission, a communication, right? So first of all, there is a layer. That layer is transmitting the data or information or a message from one layer to another layer. So actually, OSI reference model, OSI reference model means open system interconnection model. The open system interconnection model is introduced by the ISO. ISO means International Standard Organization, right? So here for that OSI reference model, first we are knowing about layering principles. So in layering principles, first take the message, right? That message transmitted from one layer to another layer. There are 7 layers in OSI reference model. So in OSI reference model, first to take the message, right, or information. So that information is carry forwarded from one layer to another layer. So this is the message, right? So that message transmitted to the next level, right? Layer 5 is a application layer. For example, from application layer to next layer. Next layer, actually from 1 to 5 layers available, okay, in TCP/IP. In TCP/IP, the topmost layer is a application layer, right? So that application layer transmitting the message to the next level of layer. So that next level of layer retrieving information from the top, that is called application layer, and adding or including, for example, adding or alter the its own header. This is the header 4. Why? Because 4th layer header, right? Header 4 is added to the original message. right? That entire information, including the header, okay, na, that are transmitted to the next level. In that next level, that information is also added, okay, na? So that is called original information, also added its own header, that is called H3 header. Already there is H4 and M, right? This is the H4 and M. This kind of information comes from the top layer. Okay. So from the top layer, there is a H4 and F1. At the same time, we are also adding its own header, that is called a third H3, means header 3. And that header 3 format is carried forward to the next level. The next level is the data link layer. Why? Because the bottom of layer, physical layer, and next level is data link layer. In TCP/IP, data link layer and the physical layer called as a peer-to-peer layer or access to internet layer. Okay, see, this kind of information we will see in next, right? So here this is H2. Why? Because this is the layer 2. So that's why layer 2 header is added to the upcoming data, right? That is the H3, H4, M1, and T2. T2 means Taylor 2 header, right, of this, okay, layer, and at the same time trailer of this format, layer, right? Header and trailer added. Okay. So next, this kind of information is transmitted to receiver side. Yeah, the same process will happening, right, at other side. So here retrieving the same frame, okay, na, from sender to receiver. This is the received information. So that received information carry forwarded, okay, to the upper layer. Okay, retrieving one by one. Next, at the same time, transmitting one by one from bottom to top. Finally, the same message received by the receiver. This is the process. Layer 5 protocol. There is a protocol is available. Based upon that protocol, the entire information is accessed successfully in any network, right? So any kind of information successfully transmitted by using the protocol. So right, there is a protocol, layer 5 protocol is working in between the layer 5, sender and receiver. Next, layer 4 protocol in between the 4, sender and receiver. And layer 3 protocol, layer 2 protocol. Layer 1 is a physical layer, right? Layer 1 is the physical layer. The one of the popular physical layer is RS-232C protocol. That is excellent communication media. Physical layer is a media or communication or interface in between the sender side and destination side, right, and receiver side. So there is a physical layer. I will explain one by one, okay, layer in the OSI reference model. Don't worry. Okay, this is the layering principle. So how the data or message transmitted from that layer to lower level at a sender side and coming to the receiver side. So after receiving complete of the information or message, here that kind of information is carry forwarded from bottom to top. Okay, at end of the destination, that information successfully received by the receiver. Okay, next one. Coming to the next. Right, connection oriented versus connectionless. There is a small definition for connection oriented and connectionless. So actually, for the purpose of transmitting the data in connection oriented mode, okay, the one type of protocol is available. So that protocol means TCP. I already discussed it previous class, right? I already discussed it in the previous class. What is TCP and what is UDP? TCP is a connection oriented protocol. So there are two types of networks. So that network transmitting the data based upon the connection oriented method. Okay, then there is a TCP. The TCP is handling the entire information in that network. Okay, don't worry. So that is the connection oriented protocol. The connection oriented protocol transmitting the data successfully based upon the one protocol that is called TCP protocol. In connectionless, There is also another protocol is available for the purpose of connectionless transmission. That is called one type of protocol is used. That is UDP, user datagram protocol. Okay, the TCP and UDP, these two protocols are very popular. Okay, are very useful to transmitting the data in connection oriented and in connectionless format, right? So see one of the example. Okay, these are the points or these are the steps done at a connection oriented side. Okay, and all these 3 points, right, done by the connectionless method. So here, reliable message stream. There is a connection oriented in between the systems. So there is a path established in between the nodes. So then immediately guaranteed information, right? So we know that. Why? Because there is a path. Hello? Is there any problem?
No, sir.
Are you clear? Is it
Yes,
clear,
sir.
my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So there is a reliable service. At the same time, unreliable service also available. So reliable service means connection oriented. Why? Because these two intermediate nodes, the path is available. Okay, if
ఫోన్ పే చేద్దాం
ఎవడా వేస్ట్ ఫెలో ఫోన్ పే చేసాడు బయటికి వెళ్ళి చేసుకోరని ఆయన. If the connection is established successfully, right, the information is transmitted or the guaranteed information is transmitted. Why? Because there is a path. Okay, that path is physical path. We know that that path is very reliable. First of all, if the facing a problem, immediately identify the problem. Okay. So at the same time, in a wireless mode, there is no identified. Why? Because the signals are transmitted in air. The signals are transmitted in seawater. The signals are transmitted in different ways in wireless. That's why we are, we are facing a problem tracing the signals in wireless mode. But wide mode or connection oriented mode, there is a physical media. So immediately identified where the problem is occurred, right? So path 1 meter cable is available in between the nodes. That 1 meter cable is identified easily. But at the same time in wireless, there is no guaranteed information. Why? Because the information is carried, the information is transmitted in wireless method. There is no any communication media. There is using only Wi-Fi technology or Wi-Fi technology or wireless technology, that is a satellite communication technology. Then it is very difficult to identify a problem, right? That's why that is the unreliable, right? So here reliable message stream available in connection oriented. Here in this, there is example sequence of pages, the number of pages, one by one, check out, right? So here reliable byte stream, Here byte means 8 bits, 1 byte. So here we are setting a byte by byte frame or more number of bytes in a frame. For example, 16-bit frame, 2 byte information, right? So here 256 bit or 128 bit, 512 bit. There are variable length of frames are available for the data transmission in the network, right? Reliable byte stream. Why? Because there is a byte of information set in the frame. That frame is identified before transmitting that frame. Identified if there is any errors available in that given frame. You can easily identified. Okay, for example, by using the error checking method, cyclic redundancy check, Hamming code, there are different types of techniques are available for identifying errors in the given message, right? That is the separate way, right? Before transmitting any kind of message or frames, first check the error checking methods or check the information by using the different techniques like CRC, Hamming code, right? So next CRC means cyclic redundancy check, right? So like that, there is a reliable byte stream. And there is a remote login. One of the example, this is the remote login. Remote login, in remote login, we are connecting the more number of devices, okay na, by using connection oriented, by using data transmission purpose. So here there is a link is established successfully. After link is established, and the confirmation is comes from the receiver to sender, then the sender start the transmission process. Next, in connection oriented, there is a sometimes unreliable connection is also used. That is called digitized voice. In a digitized system, there is a unreliable connection. Why? Because where the problem is occurred in digital, we don't know. But it is identified a problem difficult in a digitized voice or digitized information, digitized organization, right? So digital information transmitted successfully and very easily, but there is no security. So our Modis are introduced a digitization system in India, but at the same time, easily accessing the data, okay, na, and easily receiving the data. But for example, transactions and etc. Operations, but there is no security. So for that security, we are learn and must learn different courses like cyber security, okay, ethical hacking, etc. Why? Because for the purpose of security purpose, right? These are the points are available in connection oriented. Can see the connectionless. So connectionless purely unreliable datagram. Why? Because the connection is established in between the nodes or systems or terminals in connectionless mode, like Wi-Fi connection, Bluetooth connection, right? In the previous mode, infrared connection, right? Next, nowadays, satellite connection. Okay, recently released a movie. That movie is successfully running in a different theaters at the same time simultaneously. That kind of operations will be done by using one type of communication that is called broadcast communication, right? So that is the communication is also known as broadcast. So what is the purpose of broadcast? What is the use of broadcast? In broadcast, there is a packet that is called information packet, that is called your movie. So that movie set an address, that address, that packet address. So based upon that address, send the selected packet to different areas or different locations and different cities or different countries. This technique is also known as broadcast technique. In that, there are different type of broadcast techniques. See the entire information about broadcast in next section, right? Right. So now this is unreliable datagram. So for example, electronic junk mails. Sometimes some mails are hacked. So why? Because there is a no guaranteed information. There is a hacking some information from the original message others to unauthorized okay, na, persons, right? Stealing some information from the network by the unauthorized persons, right? Here that is one of the drawback in connectionless. So acknowledgement datagram. In sometimes there is a acknowledgement process. So here received an acknowledgement from the receiver by the sender that the information start. Okay. So here this is called registered mail. There is authorized. Oh yeah, I am ready to accept. Okay, you will send the data. So then we will send the data based upon the acknowledgement, based upon an acknowledgement. That acknowledgement is received from the receiver. Right. This is also connectionless. Next, request reply. Request reply means, so I want to transmit the data, okay, na, from my system to your system. For example, my friend system. So I received I received 100% okay, na, acceptance from my friend. Why? Because without acceptance, of my friend's system. You cannot accept, for example, I cannot accept any, transmit any kind of data. Why? Because my friend engage with other, okay, na, person or other system. So that's why first we must and should, okay, na, establishing a connection. Before establishing a connection, first receive or received from the, access, for example, acceptance from your system or your friend system. Is it clear? So here request to reply. Request means, okay, I will send the information from my system to your system. Are you accepted? Yes. Okay, that is the reply. So here acknowledgement is also one of the reply. So after received acknowledgement, the connection, he is, understand, okay, my request is accepted by my friend. So that's why I am transmitting, okay, na, data. Okay, right? So why? Because there is a link established successfully in between the my system and my friend system. Right. So here this is the one of the request reply. So request reply means a database query. For example, in a Oracle database, there are more number of clients. So from all these clients, send a request to the server. So here retrieving information from the server based upon the query. User enter the query. For example, select star from UMP, where department number 20. I want to see all the details. Okay, the department number 20 details. Then write a query. Here, I want to see how many number of Subaros available in our company. Right, that is the query. Right, select ename. Where? Department number 20. Ename like Subarao, single quotes lo Subarao, right? So that Subaru's total number of Subaru's list display on the screen by using the query. Based upon the query, display. Here, a database query. At the same time, all the users, different number of queries enter into the server. From all these queries solved by the server, right? Respond to the server, first respond to the server, okay, about all these requests and accepting. At the same time, resend the back to the all users or our clients of this network. Okay, right. So this is the information about connection oriented and connectionless. All of you, okay. Now coming to the reference model, right? Reference model. See, it is one of the example. The relationship of service. Amma, it is one of the example diagram. So what is the relation? How the relation is maintained in between the layers? Here, this is the simple diagram. Layer K means layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. 5 layers are available in TCP/IP. 7 layers are available in OSI reference model. Here, that is that kind of layer K, right? Here downward K minus 1, upward K plus 1. Here, each and every time the numbering is assigned to each and every layers in the OSI or in the TCP/IP, okay, from bottom to top. Okay, the layer 1 of OSI reference model is called physical layer, not a topmost layer. That is called application layer. Okay, not application layer. One layer or first layer is also known as physical layer. Here, that's why layer minus 1. Here up to layer minus, plus 1. Right, carry forward or downward. So in between the layers, there is a protocol, okay, to do the data transmission. Right, there is a case, same, one hand at the same time sender side, other end there is a receiver side. The same information will be done by the receiver, like sender. So coming to the OSI reference model, it is one of the very, very important. See, all of you, listen carefully. OSI reference model is a very popular model. At the same time, the information is transmitted successfully, okay, in between the sender and receiver. Here, OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. We know that, right? Is a reference model that describes how information from a software application in one computer moves through a physical medium to the software application in another computer. Idanta pakkana betandi. It is one of the definition only. But here, there is a OSI reference model. The OSI reference model means open system interconnection model. This type of model is introduced by the ISO standardization. ISO means International Standard Organization, right? This kind of reference model, introduced in 1984. Is it clear? 1984. Actually, it is not a starting method. Actually, starting method is also known as TCP/IP reference model. That kind of model introduced in 1965, 4 to 5, right? So, but this model is introduced to the market 1984, and it is now considered as a architectural model for the intercommunication or intercomputer communication. Is it clear, all of you? డెఫినేషన్స్ రాసేటప్పుడు ఈజీగా మీరు విన్న డెఫినేషన్స్ యువర్ ఓన్ వర్డ్స్ లో రాయండి. ఓకే, సో హియర్ there are more number of definitions, but based upon your knowledge, simply write down. What about OSI reference model? So here OSI reference model was developed by the International Organization for Standardization. I already told, right? ISO means International Standard Organization, right? So next one, OSI model divides the whole task into 7 smaller and manageable tasks. I already discussed. There is a 7 layers. Okay, in OSI reference model having 7 layers. From layer 1 to layer 7, there is a connections. Hello. తర్వాత చేద్దులే మైను.
హలో
అరే నేను ఆపేనా? In OSI reference model, there is a 7 layers. Each and every layer doing its own task. Okay, at end of the task, the different, the information successfully reach to the destination, right? So here there is a application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. The total 7 layers are available in OSI reference model. First 4 layers. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 up to transport layer handled by the users. That is called host. Responsibility of the host. Host is the number of users, right? User 1, user 2, user 3, number of hosts. So here there is some information. So there is a IP address. The total number of bits in IP. ఎవరికైనా తెలుసమ్మా? What is the length of IP? So one of the example for IP, our college IP, for example, 192.168.2.567, etc., etc. These are lowest numbers, right? 128 bit length. Adi teliyadu. That IP can be divided into 2 groups. One group is treated as a network ID. Remaining group treated as a host ID. In classroom teaching, blackboard మీద డ్రా చేసి మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. But here, listen carefully. Okay, imagine part, there is a 128 bit length. So from the 128 bit, first half of the bits for network ID, remaining half of the bits for host ID, right? In class A, class B, class C, class D, class E, right? There are more number of classes. So we are using an IP based upon the class C, right? Our used IP number, version is class C. Okay, class A type of addresses are used by the big organizations. The middle level organizations are used only class C. So okay, see this entire information in previous classes. So here OS reference model, coming to the OS reference model, all these 4 layers handled by the host. Remaining 3 responsibility of the network. So network means network, data link, physical. These 3 are the network. Here host and network. So here listen carefully. The IP address can be divided into 2 parts. One is the network ID, other one is the host ID, right? So a host and a network, there is a relation. నేను ఊరికనేది చెప్పట్లేదు, మీరు ఇటు విని ఇటు వదిలేస్తే నేను ఏం చేయలేదు. క్లియర్ గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. right? There is a IP. There is an IP. That IP can be divided into two parts. One part treated as a network ID, remaining part host ID, right? So the host maintain the some of the responsibilities. Okay, na? So from the different layers, right? At the same time, network also maintain some of the layers that is called network layer, data link layer, physical layer. This is the two categories, right? These are the two categories available in OSI reference model. Coming to the original information for OSI reference model. This is the architecture. Very, very important. See and learn very carefully. At the same time, observe. There is a diagram. In this diagram, two hosts are available. Host 1, host 2, host A, host B. You can sender, receiver, whatever it is. There are different types of names, right? Host A contains 7 layers. Like that. Host B also contains 7 layers. Host A for sender, host B for receiver, right? In between for these two hosts, there is a protocol. There is a connection. That connection is maintained by the protocol, right? Layers and protocols. So here the OSI reference model having 7 layers. Okay, total 7 layers: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer are from top to bottom. Application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. So I will explain layer by layer. Okay. Next, the middle part. Here, this is the subnet part. So subnet part. What is subnet? There is a network. The part of the network is also known as subnet, right? First, the subnet is accessed. After that, a network is accessed. So here, the connection is established in between the network and subnet. The same layers are also maintained by the subnet. Here, this is the subnet, right? So in between the subnet connections, the internal, this is the internal subnet protocol. This is the internet subnet protocol, right? All these three connections are internet subnet protocol, right? See here, this is the network to network, right? That's why that is also known as network layer host router protocol. This is the host and this is the router, host router protocol. Why? Because this is the network layer. Here, this is the data link layer. That's a data link layer host router protocol. This is the physical layer. That's why that is the physical layer host router protocol. Simply, we are easily understanding, right? And a very easily remember, okay, and very easily present. Will present, right? So here, the application. This is the application, and this is also application. That's why this is application protocol. And this is presentation. It is also having presentation, right? So presentation layer protocol. This is session. In between the sessions, there is a link that is called that link is maintained by the session protocol. And the transport. It is also transport. That's why there is a protocol. That is the transport protocol. And remaining all these three under the working based upon the working under the condition of subnet. Right? This is the subnet working. See, at a receiver side, what is meant by physical layer? For example, either physical, center side or receiver side, the physical layer is working the same. What is the working of physical layer? There is a raw bits. Actually, raw bits are available. These are all raw bits transmitted successfully by the physical layer. What is the raw bits? And what are the raw bits? First, there is an information. In that information or in that message, some of the noise bits also added. So here there is no any modifications. For example, like there is no any error detection, error correction, right? Process apply on that given message. That immediately that message must having a noise. For example, right? Without modifying without identifying any kind of data, without apply any kind of techniques like CRC method, for example, error checking and error correction methods. So that kind of information, that is also known as raw bit, right? Mixing of information, right? So that type of information is transmitted from sender side to receiver side by using the one cable. That cable treated as a physical cable. That physical cable treated as a physical layer. Is it clear, all of you? What is physical layer? It is a connector. Come on,
Yes, sir.
respond. What is meant by physical layer? Physical layer simply connector. Simply says as a connector. It is a connector. It is also known as a physical layer. It is a transforms the raw bits from that layer to receiver's layer and the next layer. Next layer and from sender layer to receiver layer. Same. Here physical layer from sender side to physical layer of receiver side, there is a connection. That connection means physical link. That physical link means physical layer link. It is also known as RS-232C protocol. Yeah, the popular physical layer is RS, clearly mentioned RS. RS-232C. It is one of the popular example for physical layer in OSI. Not only OSI, TCP also, right? There is a physical media. That physical media transmitting the bits, but these are all bits called as a raw bits without any techniques apply on that message. That entire information as it is information transmitted 010101 raw bits, stream of bits, right? These are all bits are transmitted as it is bits by the one channel, that is called physical channel or physical media. So one of the example for physical media visual connection, there is a RS-232C protocol is popular example for physical layer. Are you clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right. Coming to the next layer. That next layer is also known as data link layer. So here the data link layer, see, one of the important point already mentioned, in a side of that corresponding layer. Here bit, physical layer pakkane bit pettam. Why? Because bits transmitted. Bits means which type of bits? Raw bits transmitted by the physical layer, right? Here, data link layer means frame. So here the physical layer of raw bits, successfully received, right? By the data link layer. That data link layer, all these bits rearranged as a frame or frames. Are you clear? Frames. After arranging all these bits in a frame or set in a frame, each and every frame must be checked, apply by using the different type of techniques, error detecting or error correcting checks, right? So in frame, there is a error correction and error detection methods apply. So after applying all these corrections, right, or connections, error detection, error correction methods, there is a pure information set in a frame. The frames are transmitted. So in the OSI reference model or in the TCP/IP reference model, in which frame is transmitted or which layer is transmitted, frame transmission anante em cheptaru naina, data link layer. In the OSI reference model, the data link layer transmitting the information in the form of frames అని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్స్. ఇక్కడ two types of corrections: error detection, error correction. For error detection, there are more number of techniques are available. For error correction, there are more number of techniques. So all these techniques are we will see in the next class, right? So in the previous classes చూద్దాం, right? Previous లో మనం ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం? There is a types and there is a topologies and there is a connection oriented and connectionless, right? So from the previous information, we will learn more information. Okay, ఎక్కడికి ఎందుకు అంటే about frames about bits about packets. Okay, na? Next, okay, next sessions at the same time, next classes lo one by one, no, okay, na? We will discuss. Right. Next, coming to the packet. Packet means network layer. So network layer is one of the layer. Here, first starting definition for each and every layer. So physical layer, it is the first layer of the OSI reference model, right? That is called physical layer. The physical layer is used for the purpose of transmitting raw bits. Okay, raw bits means mixing of bits. Okay, one of the example for transmitting the raw bits, that is called RS-232C. ఇలా రాయాలి own words లో. Next, coming to the data link layer. So in the data link layer, there are more number of frames are available. Each and every frame identified. Okay, so identified and errors, right? And verified, identified, at the same time modified that erroneous information, right? By using different techniques. So entire information, error handling, error correction. Okay, so that information done in the data link layer. So data link layer transmitting the data in the form of frames. So there are more number of frames are available. Variation, I mean, for example, variable length of frames, the information, the message transmitted in various length of frames, right? Before transmitting a frame, that frame must be handling error correction and error detection, right? Policies. So next, coming to the network layer. The network layer transmitting the data in the form of packets. Packet, not a frame. So after receiving the frame or frames from lower layer to that network layer, first that information converted into frames, I mean the packets. From frames to packets. And which layer converting the information from frame to packets? Or which layer transmitting the packets in the OSI reference model or OSI reference model or TCP/IP reference model, right? So that layer is also known as network layer. So network layer is a layer in this the packet. Here, how the data is transmitted, that selected packet from sender to receiver, in between the nodes, there is a routing policy. Each and every node must having a routing table. Based upon that routing table, organizing the data or transmitting the data successfully. That routing table contains each and every node in the network. Node address, right? Each and every node address. For example, source node address, destination node address, right? Without having address, we can't reach the destination, right? Like that, the network also maintain each and every network address, each and every router address, each and every node address. Based upon the address, the data or packet successfully reached to the specified destination. In a network, there are more number of paths or there are no more number of routes. Each and every route ID located at a routing table are mentioned in the routing table. Based upon the routing table, each and every packet is transmitted or organized in a selected path. If in case in a path, selected path having routing problem, that is called traffic heavy in the selected route, then that packet is convert into the next route based upon the routing algorithms. That kind of routing algorithms also available in CN computer networks. Okay, we will see all information about routing algorithms, okay, in the next classes, right? So network layer, that is the use of network layer. The packet information transmitted in the network layer. Next, that packets are transmitted to the next level. That is called session layer. Session layer maintain one type of protocol that is called session protocol data unit. Here, see, transport protocol data unit, session protocol data unit. Here, presentation protocol data unit, application protocol data unit. These are the points. These are the additional information, right, to the particular layer. That is called APDU, means application protocol data unit. It is one of the unit, right? It is one of the protocol this kind of protocol is handling the information about number of our different applications. Right, all these applications are maintained by the APDU. So one protocol to next protocol, there is some information carried out, right? So that is called handling by the presentation protocol data unit. So the session layer handling by the session protocol data unit. Transport protocol data unit. Here coming to the transport layer. The transport layer having two kinds of protocols. Internally, two kinds of protocols. So one is TCP. That's it. TCP protocol is used for the purpose of transmitting the data in connection-oriented method. There is a UDP. UDP, user data connection protocol. That kind of protocol is used for the purpose of establishing a connections in between the network or systems or nodes based upon the wireless mode. This is the information is available, right? The received data is transmitted in which mode? That kind of decisions taken by the transport layer. Okay, my dear students. Actually, the remaining, okay, layers I will discuss in the next class. Okay, don't worry. So actually, time at 12 o'clock. Okay, that's why I'm leaving the session. Okay.